Is this frequency in use? CQ10, CQ10 meter. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, Foxtrot in Brussels, calling and listening. CQ10 meter, this is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, Foxtrot, calling. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Brussels, calling and standby. Please come again, sir.
Oscar Hotel 6, Juliet.
Okay, I think it's Oscar Hotel 6, Delta Hotel Juliet, I think. Nice to meet you. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, Foxtrot in Brussels. Operator name here is Kurt. I think I don't have your call sign correct. I must have made a mistake in the suffix. Oscar Hotel 6, Delta question mark Juliet. Go ahead again.
Negative. I'm Oscar Hotel 6. London, Denmark, Japan. You are 5 and 7 in Finland. Over.
Yeah, QSL Peta, nice to meet you. I don't have you in the direction of the beam. I'm beaming towards North America. But I get you in the clear. There is no QRM whatsoever on the band at this moment. Nice to meet you, Pekka. The name here is Kurt, Kilo Uniform Romeo Tango. My handle is Kurt, like Kurt Cobain. 5 and 5 to 5 and 9 is your report in Belgium on the side of the beam. So it seems to work pretty well, although I'm not heading your direction. The name here is Kurt, K-U-R-T. Pekka, I'll pass microphone back to you, sir. And thanks for calling. Oscar Hotel 6, Lima Delta Juliet from Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Back to you, Pekka, over.
Thank you, Kurt. The propagation is going up and down, but you're coming 5 and 9. 5 and 7, and it's going 5 and 5 and up again. As you know, my name is Pekka, Papa Echo Kilo Alpha, and I'm living 300 kilometers north of Helsinki, capital of Finland. And just I came in because I put my window in the breeze, and this is the first so I put the window on the handle on 10 and 18. Normally I have on 20 meters I have a wire beam. So I have only 100 watts and yes 1000 MP and one window antenna. My back to you, Kurt, Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox, this is Oscar Hotel 6, Lima Delta.
Yeah, thank you, Pekka. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I tried to beam to you, and I lost your signal when I was beaming towards Finland. I'm going to see if my antenna is still in sync. I start to be worried, but normally it should be in sync. I'm going to just check it out very quickly and look at the camera. Yeah, it seems to be okay, unless we get some kind of a weird backscatter propagation between both of us, or maybe just the time I was pointing my antenna towards Finland, that particular moment, maybe there was some QS breaker, QSB. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm actually just sitting down in the shack. I haven't been on the radio for quite some time, and in the same time I want to say hello to 80 Golf 6 Alpha Delta. I hope I can hear him. But pleased to meet you for the first time. I don't think we have spoken before, as long as my logbook is pointing out to me that it's the first QSL we have together, Pekka. Yeah, I'm located not far away from the capital city of Belgium, just down south, about 15 miles or more or less 20 kilometers south of the capital. And we're having a fantastic, lovely autumn day here. Temperature is pretty spectacular for this time of the year. Normally we're supposed to have like maybe 14 degrees, 12 degrees. But today we are looking at a very beautiful temperature of 20. So it's 19.4 to give you very exact figures on the temperature. Back to you there, Pekka. I hope you still copy because the propagation might be playing around with us. Oscar Hotel 6 Lima Delta Juliet from Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot over.
Okay, thank you. I'm copying very well still. And we have only 3 degrees plus Celsius here, and I changed my winter tire today. In my car, we are waiting for the snow and ice. I am also very good people. In 1600s or 1700s, they go well with the name and they came to Sweden and Finland to teach how to make iron and if you go find out how you have to put on the band
Kilo Bravo 3 Papa Foxtrot uniform.
Got your index.
Wednesday, I have good hunting to do. November 7 this is a Hotel 6 Lima Sierra Julia.
Yeah, okay. I started to have a little bit of a difficulty to copy you now, Pekka. The propagation is like up and down, and we might have a discrepancy, I think that's how you say it in English, between the power that I'm using and you're using. I'm running about 1 kW at the moment, Pekka. Yeah, wow, 3 degrees, that's very cold towards Belgian standard, especially for this time of the year. But logically speaking, on the 1st of November, at night, that's where we start to get the first frost over here. So we all have to put the flowers on the graveyard during this Halloween period. And in general, it will just last a few days because that's the beginning of the frost at night over here. Pekka, I won't hold you too long. I heard some other stations calling, but I'm really pleased that you come back to me. I'm very happy that you made it, and I would like to thank you very much for the short conversation. I hope we can do it soon again with super better conditions in the near future, maybe on other bands. Oscar Hotel 6 Lima Delta Juliet. This is Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot and the QTH of Southern Brussels. Back to you there, sir. Over.
Okay, thank you. We shall meet again on the band 73 and goodbye.
Thank you very much, Pekka. Take care. Tak, I think it's how you say it in Finland. ON7 OFF, we're standby.
Victor Echo 9 Sierra Echo Papa Florida.
Victor Echo 9 Sierra Echo, very strong signal. I heard you in there, Sean, just earlier on. Talking to another gentleman, I think it was on 47 something. V9 Sierra Echo, I think it was, or V6. No, I'm confused. ON7 OFF, listening.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you have an enormous signal in here. I'm not running any power, just 100 watts, but you are coming in here at 25 dB over 9, so we definitely have some propagation, and my little vertical antenna here seems to be working well on 10 meters.
Yeah, QSL, is it V9 or V6? Am I confused there, Sean? Over?
Yeah, it is Victor Echo 9. I'm on the east coast of Canada, and VE6 would be Alberta in the Midwest.
Yeah, these guys are still sleeping, aren't they? Yeah, QSL. Yeah, the vertical antenna is doing fine. I'm even doing a live stream, so you can listen for yourself if you want to tune in. It's possible. I'll just update my QRZ page. It's been a while I've done this live stream. I am more often on the radio during winter time, but I got some other, stuff going on, and I haven't been on the radio for quite some time. So it's good to be gone for a while, because sometimes I hear these guys being on the radio like every day, calling over and over and over again, but I think you will get a burnout from radio, and that's not what we try to achieve when we are doing this as a hobby, So we try to make the best of it and have most fun with what we're doing. Yeah, I'm not far from Brussels, as you heard before. It's a beautiful sunny day, man. I start to sweat. I'm just sitting in the shack, and there is some sunshine coming through the window, hitting my pullover, my arm, and it starts to get kind of hot here. So I might just open the window. The problem is the farmer right in front of me is at the moment, how could I say, fertilizing with some natural fertilizer from the cow or the pigs. So opening the window is not going to be a good idea. So it's not going to be very pleasant to sit in the shack and having to smell the natural fertilizer. I'll pass it back to you there, Sean, but beautiful signal from your vertical. I think you have a premium location as far as I can see from your signal. This is ON7 OSF. I'll return the microphone back to the gentleman there, Mr. Sean, Vector Echo, Niner, Sierra Echo, over.
Very good. Well, I'm used to that natural fertilizer myself. I've always lived at least near the country, so that's okay with me. We have a beautiful morning here, actually. A little unseasonably warm temperatures here. It's 14 Celsius right now, and 9:30 in the morning our time. So pretty good for this time of the year. It's about as foggy as it can get. I can't see the end of my driveway, but that's not uncommon around here. We do get lots of that with the cold Atlantic and the warmer temperatures when they come through like this. We get quite often a lot of fog. So, anyways, we'll take it. We'll take all the warm weather we can get, because there's plenty of cold stuff coming, and it's a lot more mild here. From what I'm used to, I came from the central region of Canada in Ontario, and just moved here a few years back. And I lived on the Great Lakes there, and boy, we got some ugly weather in the wintertime there. Not to say we don't here. We do get some real ugly ones here too. But since I've been here, the winters have been very mild, and I've only had to use the snowblower a few times. So. That's a pleasant surprise for me. Anyways, back to you, Kurt.
Yeah, QSL, yeah. I'm intentionally on Google Street View and having a little look on how it looks out there where you are. That way I'm traveling to your area. I'm spying on you. So, yeah, I just looking around. Seems kind of a little bit hilly, if I'm not mistaken, as far as I can see. And I think I'm right in front of your house, but I don't see the antenna. Let me just see if I can zoom in here. If I can find out if the antenna... I think there is no antenna because it was in 2013. You just tell me that you just moved to that QTH 2 years ago. So it's probably not up to date. Yeah, okay. Fantastic. Beautiful area. I'm also living in more or less a hilly area. There's less trees. It's a little bit more open space here because there's quite some farming going on in this area, particularly around my area, my QTH. And there is a forest like about, what is it, maybe 6-7 kilometers as the bird flies from my own QTH here. But in this particular area where I'm living, it's kind of, how could I say, it's kind of flat. Sorry, hilly, but no flat in the sense that there's no trees. Yeah, okay, fantastic, beautiful copy. I'm not sure if what antenna you're running. You just have to clarify me what's the secret of your station there. Just give you a very quick rundown on mine. It's very simple, using the TS480 as my daily driver for TX, and using the SDR Play. That's what you see on the live stream. SDR Play software and receiver for the RX. The OM Power 2000, running about 1 kW at the moment. Just try to get a clear voice on the other side. Fantastic. I hope, you're having fun there. When is the next antenna grow out of the ground there on your side? Because, you know, antennas, they don't grow in the winter. I guess maybe one day you'll end up with a nice beam antenna. Here I'm using the 2-element cubicle quads. It's a 5-bander with a single feed point. And it's at an altitude of about 60 feet, 55 feet, something like that. It's very convenient because flip the dial, go to another frequency. You don't have to tune. You don't have to mess around with these kind of relays. You just have a flat SWR straight away. Back to you there, Sean. I hope I'm not too long-winded. Victor Echo, Niner, Sierra Echo, ON7 OFF.
Oh, very good, very good. I'm not running anything real spectacular here. An old Foxtrot Tango 990. I do have an amplifier. I'm not running it at the moment. I have an old Heathkit SB220, and that all runs through a home-built tuner that I have here, using some old surplus parts and stuff, and roller inductor and such. I have an auto tuner in the radio on this antenna, which is you might laugh when you hear it. It's an old repurposed 11-meter antenna, SolarCon, Antron, whatever they were called, 99. Anyway, they were very popular for the CB guys. When I moved here, I knew that the band was the upper bands were starting to come up, so I bought it used off a CB guy, and when it started getting very good propagation up on 10 meters here, I screwed it to a pole onto the front of the dormer above my head. It's only about 25 feet in the air, but tunes up very well on 10 and 12 meters. Although with this tuner I could probably tune in a coat hanger, but the other antenna I use is an off-center fed dipole that I use for most of the bands. And yes, I am planting a new antenna, hopefully before the snow flies, although in my experience I usually end up my tower in the middle of the darn winter anyway. But I do have a 64-foot self-supporting tower to go up, and a high-gain TH7 DXX, I guess they called it a Super Thunderbird, I think, at the time when they were put. It very, very decent Yagi, but it's not up quite yet. Hopefully to get that in the ground before we get the snow flying, and I have to pay more for concrete. Once it starts getting below zero, they have to start putting additives in the concrete, and the price goes up quite a bit. So anyways, hopefully I'll get that in and be able to get on here with some directional power. But anyways, back to you. Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot from Victor Echo 9, Sierra Echo.
Yeah, QSL, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Echo, ON7 OFF. I'm just asking in the chat box if AD is also around. Golf 6 Alpha Delta is a very good friend of mine. Very funny guy, so see if he can hear me. Yeah, QSL, I understand. And boy, these 11-meter antennas, they really perform really well. I've been an 11-meter guy for 33 years before I got licensed. I just ended up getting my license during the COVID lockdown. I was so bored back at home. I wanted to do something, and I didn't want to actually be how could I say, lose my time. so, and I finally made it. I went straight for the Class A license. Here in Belgium, you can go straight for the license you want to have. Whether you want the novice license, intermediate, or the Class A, you can just go ahead straight away. But if you do the novice and the beginner's license, you need to go to school. They need to teach you how to connect an antenna to a radio. But after 33 years of CB, I think I know how to do that. So finally, I didn't have any other choice either, because during the lockdown, there was no schooling. So yeah, that's how I got the license. But I'm happy. I did it. At least it opens the door to the candy shop, you know. The only thing you can do is stare out of from outside into the window, see all these nice little candies laying around, and you can only eat one taste, and that's 11 meter. But once you get the license, you can go on any kind of band, and it just opens the door. So no water mouthing anymore. Just enjoy the candies that you get out of the store. HI. This is how I look at it. Yeah, fantastic, beautiful signal from that vertical that you're running. I know Entron 99 is very popular in previous cycle. That was like, I think, the most popular antenna. It's just a stick sticking out of the tree or the tower or the rooftop, and no radials. It just performs really well. So, okay, I'll rattle on another 5 minutes, but I'll pass microphone first back to you there. Victor Echo, Niner Sierra Echo from ON7 OFF, over.
Oh, very good. Well, I had a 11-meter background before this as well. That's why I was familiar with this antenna, and they're really nothing special. They're basically just a half-wave wire inside of a fiberglass pipe. There's not a lot to them, really, with a bit of a loading coil at the bottom of them. But I wish I had kept some of my old 11-meter gear from way back when, probably the late 80s, early 90s, I think, is when I was into that particular band. I had a Wilson's, which was the same as a Mako, I believe, 6x6 shooting star, they called it. It was 6 elements horizontal and 6 elements vertical with a wire reflector. And boy, that thing had some game. That would be fun to be playing with now, modified for 10-meter now. That would be awesome. But well, I hope I get the big tri-bander up here before winter and get to play around with a bit. It's funny. There's a lot of people look down on the 11-meter crowd, and some of that crowd needs to be looked down on. But you know, there's so many ham operators that started there and seem to forget that. And you know what? I'm not embarrassed by it at all. You know what? It was what got me interested in it, and once I got into the more technical aspects of it, one of my favorite things to do was always building antennas to try and get something that was better, because you know, a lot of the 11-meter crowd was just wholly interested in putting out big power to you know, to get out. But you know, if you can't hear it, you can't talk to it. So I was always interested in antennas and had a lot of fun with that. So I mean, I'm running this one here, which is obviously a store-bought antenna, but everything else that I've run over the years has mostly been you know, homemade antennas, and even the tuner that I'm running, I built out of surplus parts, and I enjoy that part of the hobby. So anyways, I won't hold you. I'm sure you've probably got lots of people wanting to call you there, because your signal on this side of the pond is very large. So anyways, Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot. Funny call, by the way. I like that. From Victor Echo 9, Sierra Echo. I will say 7 3s and good DX to you, and we will be clear on your final.
Yeah, QSL, Victor Echo, Niner Sierra Echo, on 7 off, the binary guy in Belgium. Yeah, QSL, fantastic signal from you all the way. Not a single time that I think I heard every single breath and letter that you were speaking. Sorry, that when you were talking. So it seems to work pretty well for you. And yeah, no, there's no no reason to look down. Yes, there's all kinds of figures on 11, but there's also all kinds of figures on the handband. So you get all kinds of people. Whereas people, there's different kinds of people, and good ones, bad ones. So yeah, it just is part of the game. 11 meter is a little bit more accessible to a lot of people, and it's not that I intentionally was too lazy, to be honest with you, to do the ticket. Just until this COVID lockdown kicked me in my ass and said, okay, just do it, man. And that's why I started to become the ham operator. But, it's very accessible to anybody. You don't have to have a technical background to be able to transmit. And I think lots of good people that are not technically, how could I say, but socially very well, but technically not very strong, they should be allowed to be on even on the handbands. I think it's all about the spirit. If you have if you operate in a good way, I think anybody can join us. This is how I feel. Because learning the formula to know how far your signal will reach over the horizon, to later just to have some social contact. For me personally, this is how I think. Radio operating for me is just to make friendship all over the world, making friends. I sometimes go on 80 meter and sit down and talk with these guys in the UK. I think I must have spoken to every single county in the UK. So I just feel whenever I fly on an airplane and I'm flying over the UK, if they kick me out, I will land, and somewhere in the vicinity I'll probably have spoken to somebody already. So it just makes a good feeling. Okay, I'll let you go. Pleasure is all mine. You take care. And Sean, you keep up the good work. Try to get that antenna up in the air, and ask the lady of the house to turn the beam, so she'll be the rotor for you. HI 73 stock. To you soon. V9 Sierra Echo ON7 OFF.
Well, you picked a perfect time to get your license on the upswing of the solar cycle. 73s, my friend. Good DX. We'll talk to you another day.
73s, I'm going to see who's still around. ON7 OFF clear with the 9er Sierra Echo. Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox standing by.
Victor Alpha 1, Charlie.
Yeah, very strong signal as well. Victor Alpha 1, Charlie, good evening, or good evening. Where am I with good evening? Probably in Thailand. Anyway, good day to you there, Brian. This is ON7 OFF, go ahead.
Roger, Kurt. Yeah, we're on the East Coast, and it's currently 9:45 local time. Good to see you on. This is our first time on 10. And you're so good. You're so loud. You're 5 and 9 plus 5 on the S meter. That's not even me giving you an advantage. That's the radio. And that's the FTDX 3000. And again, you're 5 and 9 plus 5. Roger?
Yeah, QSL. No problem. Thank you very much. 5 and 9 for you as well. I'm doing the live stream, so you can listen along on the live stream there, Brian. No problems at all. It sounds good. Not sure if you're running with a beam antenna or not. And I saw in the chat box I have also Kilo Charlie 2 Whiskey Lima radio. I'm going to give that bloke a call after I finish with you there, see if I can talk with this gentleman. Nice. Brian, I'm located here close to Brussels. It's a sunny day. I'm sweating in the shack. Unbelievable. I think we might have, I don't know, we're probably having records on the temperature for sure. So I'm pretty sure that we have record temperature right now. Anyway, pass my microphone back to you there, mate. Victor Alpha 1, Charlie from Canada, Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox, over.
Roger, Kurt, 100% copy. I had you up on QRZ earlier when you're contacting or making a contact with another station. And you're doing a great job to the east coast of Canada. It's 15 degrees C here this morning. It's heavy overcast. It is going to rain, and it is going to blow quite a breeze later today. The FTDX 3000 is connected to an ACOM 1000 linear, currently pushing 600 watts into a vertical antenna on the balcony of my apartment, 4 floors up off the ground, 200 feet above sea level, overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. obviously toward Europe. Those are the conditions on this side, Kurt, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you get the DB42?
Come again with the last section of your transmission?
Was it you that has the DB42 by Stepper IR?
Nope. I'm using a 2-element cubical quad antenna here. A 2-element cubical quad that is pointing towards your direction. Over.
Yep, Roger. No, that was a previous chap. I'm sorry. Okay, no, the 2-element cubicle is doing a good job. You're loud and you're clean. Very nice signal on 10 here this morning. You contact with your friend. I won't hold you. I want to say thank you for the short contact here on 10 this morning, Kurt. Want to wish you and your family the very best. And, of course, always for you, the very best at DX. You take care, Kurt, and thanks once again for the contact. This is VA1CC in Halifax, Nova Scotia with ON70FF.
Yeah, QSL. Thank you very much, Brian. I really appreciate the call, and thanks for giving me a shout. The vertical is doing a fine job, but I must confess, honest is honest, Sean, he was stronger than you, and he was just using 100 watts, so I'm not sure. I think maybe Sean, he's living in a premium location. 73 is Victor Alpha 1, Charlie. This is ON70FF clear, and I'm going to make a call to Kilo Charlie 2, Whiskey Lima Romeo, so see if I can get a hold on Pat there. 73 is you, take care, bye-bye.
73, good luck.
73 is Pat, are you on the site? Kilo Charlie 2, Whiskey Lima Romeo? One more try, Kilo Charlie 2, Whiskey Lima Romeo, are you on the band? Okay, negative copy. Let me make a general call. This is ON7OFF, Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox here in Brussels.
Oscar November 2, Whiskey India.
Oscar 490, Quebec, Kilo.
Okay, I have one station I want to talk to first, and then I'll go into the DX. Oscar November 2 Whiskey India. Gaat het, Wim? Goedemiddag.
Ja, goedemiddag, Kurt. Jazeker, gaat het. Hier gaat het goed. Bij jou ook?
Ja, ik zal wel eventjes via WhatsApp uitleggen. Ja, ik was gehospitaliseerd zaterdag. Ja, alles goed. Ik hoop dat jou ook alles goed is. Al een tijdje geleden. Ik ben al een ganse tijd niet meer op de radio geweest, jong. Veel werk, Roger.
Ja, Roger, hè. Ja, ik ben elke dag wel even op de radio. Ik heb altijd wel even uitgekeken, maar ik dacht wel, hij zal wel druk zijn. Ja, goed. Ja, nee, voor de rest is hier ook alles goed, hè. Maar ik ben een beetje aan het voorbereiden voor het weekend. En daar hebben we weer de grote DX-context over.
Ja, Roger. Ja, absoluut. Fantastisch. Dit weekend is het terug een... Wacht, hè. Welke contest is het, over?
De CQ-WW-SSB.
Ja, oké, ja, want ik volg die contesten allemaal niet. Ja, ik kan daar toch nooit niet aan deelnemen. Ik zit telkens op de markt, Roger.
Ja, Roger, hè. Kijk eens even op jouw S-meter, hoe dit signaal is. Ik zit nou op een, even kijken, dit is de horizontale antenne. En dat schijnt qua ontvangst niet zo sterk te zijn. Op de verticale ben je anders, dus ik ga eens even omschakelen. Zo, nu zit ik op de verticale antenne. Zit daar verschil in?
Ja, jong, dat is 3 S-punten verschil ongeveer. Je hebt 2 S-punten. 5, 6 ongeveer. En nu ben je 5, 8, 5, 9, Roger.
Ja, Roger, hè. Ja. Ja, ik had van de week voor de contest heb ik de 10 meter straler op de verticale antenne. Heb ik van kwartgolf naar 3/4 golf gemaakt. En dat zou dan eventueel iets beter moeten gaan, Kurt, hoor.
Is die nog altijd gevoed van gans beneden of is die voeding hoger op de paal, over?
Nee, die zit al gewoon gevoed gans beneden, hè? Net als alle anderen, hoor.
Dat is nog altijd die, wat is het dan nu weer, DX-commander, dacht ik, hè?
Ja, CDX-commander, hè. Ja, ik wil voor 10, 11 en 12 misschien toch wel een keer zo'n soort CB-antenne gaan gebruiken, hè. Want die deden het vroeger ook altijd heel goed. En Die zou ik dan ook iets hoger hier in de boom zetten, hè, naast het huis. Waar nu ook de horizontale hangt, hè. Maar dat is dan niet voor van de zomer, denk ik. Ja. En ik moet er nog eentje zien te vinden, hè. Zo'n oude Antron of iets dergelijks. Ja, dat lijkt me toch wel geschikt over.
Ja, die werken heel goed, jong, die Antrons. Daar op het dak en dan ben je vertrokken. Hè. Dan zit je ook een stukje hoger, hè, want ja, die afstraling daar beneden, van op de grond, dat werkt wel, maar je zit toch met wat obstakels. Hè. Je zit met die bomen, je zit toch met die, ja, hoe zou ik zeggen, je zit dat toch een beetje in de diepte, dat is een beetje het probleem. Hè. Als je dat ietsjes hoger kan zetten, al is het maar een metertje of 6, 7 op het dak of zo, ja, dan ga je natuurlijk toch betere resultaten halen, denk ik, hoor. Robert?
Ja, zeker wel, hè. Inderdaad. Die verticale antenne is heel mooi met voor 40, 30, 20, 15 ook. Omdat ja, op mijn horizontale antenne kan ik geen 15. Maar die banden, daar werkt die uitstekend. Hè? Maar voor 12, 10, 11, 6, daarvoor is die eigenlijk te laag. Hè? En daarom wou ik toch wel eens gaan kijken voor een Antron of zo. Die ik dan boven in de boom ga zetten. Hè? En dan gaat het wel lukken, Kurt. Oké, Kurt, maar ik ga er weer van tussen. Ik ben eigenlijk in de tuin aan het werk, over.
Ja, dat is geen probleem, jong. Ik ga nog een keer moeten langskomen, je weet waarom. Hè. Hey, 73, bedankt voor de babbel. Doe de groeten aan Chris, hoor.
Ja, oké, bedankt, Kurt. Tot de volgende keer, hè. Ik zie je. Groetjes.
Ja, groeten. Bedankt. Tot ziens, jong. Tot later. ON7 OSS QRT. Met ON2 Whiskey India 73. Okay, any other station? This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox Fox, over. Kilo Oscar 4, United Quebec Kilo, go ahead, over.
Sierra station, did I lose you out there?
Guys, I have to go QRT because, yeah, something came up. Okay, ON7 OFF here going clear in QRT.